Welcome back to Crypto News Alerts. In today's very special episode, we'll be discussing the Bitcoin price predictions by top industry experts. And while some of these top analysts believe that the BTC price will go down to zero, others believe that the price will be over $1 million per Bitcoin. So in this episode, we'll be discussing the Bitcoin price predictions over the course of the next 1, 5, 10, and even 20 years by the likes of John McAfee, Jack Dorsey, Roger Ver, Tim Draper, Tom Lee, Tai Lopez, the Winklevoss twins, and Bill Gates. All that and more in today's episode. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a new episode every day, so be sure to click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest crypto news. And I want to give a special shout out to Bitcoin Exchange Guide. They release over 50 articles per day of the latest crypto news, and it's been a great source for the show. I've included a link down to their website in the description below. All right, so let's get this party started with none other than John McAfee, the creator of McAfee Antivirus. John predicts that by 2020, the Bitcoin price will be valued at $1 million. And here's why I love John. John got me feeling like
crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. Chew them up like bubble gum. Just made $1 million with my pocket change. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang.
Oh, and if you didn't know, John is so confident in his prediction, even now to this date, even though Bitcoin is currently trading below $10,000, he's so confident, he said he's willing to eat his own dick if it does not come true.
He stirred up some controversy saying, of course, a $1 million Bitcoin by 2020 or else you're going to eat your dick.
Right.
All right, so hypothetically, if it doesn't reach $1 million by 2020, how would you cook your dick?
Now, let's keep in mind that McAfee has a history of making outlandish predictions that occasionally turn out to be true. Although his predictions seem particularly outlandish, in 2017, for example, McAfee claimed that Bitcoin would be worth $5,000 by the end of 2017, and it peaked near $20,000 that year. So say what you want, McAfee knows his shit, and he's standing by it. So for my sake, and for your sake, and for the sake of John McAfee's little soldier, I truly hope that the BTC price does hit over $1 million by the end of 2020, because I don't want to witness this on national television. Wouldn't that be gross? Ugh. Now for a Bitcoin price prediction from the co-founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, who believes that Bitcoin will become the world's single international currency. Dorsey has a major stake in Bitcoin and seems to own quite a bit of it. He's also an investor in Lightning Labs, the company behind the Lightning Network for BTC, investing $2.5 million in seed capital into the company in March of 2018. Dorsey is extremely bullish on Bitcoin in the long term, claiming that it will ultimately become the world's single currency. Dorsey believes that this transition could happen probably over 10 years, but it could go faster. Dorsey also added that Bitcoin does not currently have the technological capabilities to be used as a currency. It needs more speed and scalability. For example, however, he expects new technologies, including the Lightning Network, to enhance Bitcoin's usability over time. So I want you to think about that. What if Bitcoin became the world's single currency? What do you think the BTC price would be valued at? Over $1 million? Very possible.
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa.
Shamath P believes that the Bitcoin price will be between 100,000 and $1 million. Former Facebook employee turned venture capitalist predicts that Bitcoin will be worth $1 million by 2037. And while other crypto evangelists are given near-term price predictions, this one is 20 years in the future. Pretty cool, right? Now, keep in mind that this dude has an accurate history of making price predictions. In September of 2013, when BTC was trading at $135 per coin, he tweeted that Bitcoin would be worth $200 by the end of the year, and Bitcoin eventually reached the $1,000 mark for the first time just 2 months later. And this isn't bullshit. You can see it right here for yourself. My prediction is that BTC will trade through $200 before the end of this year. Hashtag buy BTC. There you have it.
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa.
All right, now to Roger Ver. big influencer in the crypto space who believes that each Bitcoin will be valued at $250,000. Roger started investing into Bitcoin in early of 2011 when it was valued under $10, and he recognized the potential of Bitcoin from the early days, which is pretty evident. Roger has a history of making bold price bets. In 2011, he bet $10,000 that Bitcoin would outperform gold, silver, and the U.S. stock market and the U.S. dollar by a factor of 100 within the next 2 years. And Ver was slightly off on his price prediction, missing the mark by 2 months. But Bitcoin beat the markets by a factor of 100 within 2 years and 2 months of Ver's bold price prediction. Pretty interesting, right? And as for more recent price predictions, Roger predicted in 2015 that Bitcoin could easily be worth $2,500 or $25,000 per Bitcoin, or even $250,000 per Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was trading at $250.
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa.
And it's also important to note that Roger believes that Bitcoin Cash, which is a fork off of the Bitcoin network, is the true version of Bitcoin today because it matches the project he started following in 2011. This is very controversial. He believes BCH will eventually surpass BTC, which is the regular Bitcoin, in price, numbers of users, and market cap, although that obviously has not happened yet, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But hey, to each their own, right? Today, Verse seems to be moving forward with the assumption that Bitcoin Cash will eventually reach a price of $250,000. Now, hypothetically, if that did happen, what do you think would happen to Bitcoin itself? I believe that if Bitcoin Cash in the future is ever $250,000 per coin, then Bitcoin's going to be like, 25 million. You know what I mean? All right, now let's talk about venture capitalist Tim Draper and his Bitcoin price prediction of $250,000. He actually tweeted back in April of 2018 that the Bitcoin price would be worth $250,000 by 2022. As one of the most ardent Bitcoin supporters in Silicon Valley, Draper has been bullish on Bitcoin for years. In 2014, for example, Draper predicted that Bitcoin would be worth $10,000 within 4 years, and despite the fact that Bitcoin was trading for just $472 at the time. Draper also made one of the smartest public investments in Bitcoin history, buying 30,000 Bitcoin during the Silk Road auction in 2014. At the time, 30,000 Bitcoin would have been worth around 20 million. At its peak, those Bitcoin would have been worth as much as 500 million. I'd say that's a smart buy, wouldn't you think? And Draper's $250,000 by 2022 prediction is so renowned, he hung a large banner outside Draper University in downtown San Francisco announcing the prediction. Tim Draper got me feeling like
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa.
All right, so now let's discuss Tom Lee's Bitcoin price prediction of 91,000. Founder of Litecoin and also an analyst at Fundstrat predicted that Bitcoin would reach 91,000 by 2020. Lee made the unusually specific prediction in March of 2018 after realizing the performance of past dips. Essentially, Lee argued that Bitcoin rebounds after market dips. And that is accurate, isn't it? Lee also made numerous price predictions over the years. In July of 2017, he claimed that Bitcoin would hit 55,000 by 2022. For example, in January of 2018, Lee claimed that Bitcoin would be worth 25,000 by the end of the year. And when Bitcoin ending the year below 4,000, Lee's final price prediction was incorrect. His price predictions for 2022, however, remain undecided. So we'll see what happens, but Tom Lee got me feeling like
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa.
All right, so now let's talk about the one and only Tai Lopez, who believes that the Bitcoin price will be between 60,000 and 1 million. Tai Lopez got into Bitcoin later than virtually anyone else on this list, reportedly purchasing his first Bitcoin in December of 2017 when Bitcoin was at an all-time high. Remember, it went to about $20,000. It's unclear exactly how much Bitcoin Tai owns or how much he paid for that Bitcoin. However, for anyone that bought Bitcoin in December of 2017 has lost a considerable amount of money to date. Tai Lopez, as we all know from his YouTube videos and Lamborghini in My Garage commercials and his book club, has made several specific price predictions for Bitcoin. If the world's millionaires allocate merely 1% of their holdings into Bitcoin, the Bitcoin price could reach 60,000 in the midterm, explains Lopez. And in other videos, Lopez upgrades the price prediction even further, claiming that Bitcoin will be worth 1 million by 2024. Tai Lopez got me feeling like.
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, all gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa.
All right, now let's discuss Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, the famous Winklevoss twins, the owners of the Gemini Exchange. They predict Bitcoin price will be between 120 and 160,000. Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss rose to prominence after being involved with Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook, as we all know, in the early days, eventually reaching a $65 million settlement in a controversially featured prominently in The Social Network. If you haven't checked out that movie, be sure to do so. After their involvement with Facebook, however, Cameron and Tyler got into cryptocurrency in a major way, launching their own crypto exchange called Gemini. In 2013, the Winklevoss twins claimed to own more than 1% of all Bitcoin in existence, amounting to more than $1 billion at the time. Moving forward, the Winklevoss twins claim Bitcoin has significantly more room to grow. In a CNBC interview in mid-2018, the twins argued that the total market cap of Bitcoin would reach as high as $6.8 trillion. They said, if you look at 100 billion market cap today, now last week it might have been more like 200, so it's actually a buying opportunity. We think there's a potential appreciation of 30 to 40 times because you look at the gold market today, it's a $7 trillion market. And a lot of people are starting to see that. They recognize the store of value properties. So we think regardless of the price moves in the past few weeks, it's still a very underappreciated asset. And when asked how long it would take Bitcoin to grow 30 to 40 times its current value, the Winklevoss twins claimed it would take 10 to 20 years. In other words, the Winklevoss twins believe Bitcoin will reach a price of 120,000 to 160,000 by 2028 to 2038, ultimately in the next 9 to 19 years. The Winklevoss twins got me feeling like.
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, all gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa.
All right, so now that we looked at so many bullish Bitcoin price predictions, let's take a look at what Bill Gates, one of the richest men on the planet, have to say about Bitcoin. Well, Bill Gates seems to predict that the Bitcoin price will be absolutely zero. Gates has always been noted as a critic of Bitcoin. He even trashed the world's largest digital currency after he received Bitcoin as a birthday present several years ago. Bill went on to say, as an asset class, you're not producing anything, so you shouldn't expect it to go up. It's kind of pure greater fool theory type of investment. I agree I would short it if there was an easy way to do it. Bill Gates has even specifically said that the price of Bitcoin will drop to zero. However, he clearly sees no real future for Bitcoin as an asset and seems to believe it will become valueless in the near future. Now, here's my thoughts. Well, number one, he's obviously a Bitcoin hater. He is old money, and he's protecting his old money along with Warren Buffett, along with JP Morgan, and the rest of the bankers and the cartels who, continue to enslave and take advantage of humanity. Those are just my opinions and my thoughts. What do you think? Because if you think about it, if Bitcoin continues to appreciate, as it has proven to do over the course of the past 10 years, and then the dollar continues to depreciate, what do you think will happen to Bill Gates' fortune? All right, so now let's talk about my homie Max Keiser. He made several price predictions on Twitter in 2017 as Bitcoin prices were rising rapidly. Keiser predicted that Bitcoin would surpass $17,000 mark by December, something that ultimately came true as Bitcoin reached its all-time high of $20,000 that month. Max Keiser got me feeling like.
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, all gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa.
However, Keiser missed on a separate prediction, claiming that Bitcoin prices would continue rising to 100,000 in 2018 before plummeting back to 28,000 in a market correction. Neither of those predictions became true, obviously. Well, that's it for today's Bitcoin price predictions. I went ahead and included a link to this article resource right below this video in the description so you can check it out and have access to all of these Bitcoin price predictions. There's another 20, 30 plus on that page, so be sure to check it out. The link is right below in the description. But before we go, I'd love to share with you my personal Bitcoin price prediction, but I also must state I am not a financial advisor, and naturally investing in cryptocurrencies is risky. Trading is risky. Trading cryptocurrencies is risky. So if you're going to do so at your own risk. I personally believe by May of 2020, by the time of the next Bitcoin halving, that Bitcoin will be trading at over $20,000 with a new all-time high. And I also believe by the end of 2020, 2021, Bitcoin has all the potential in the world to be trading at over $100,000, like many of these influencers also predicted in today's episode. Let me know your thoughts and what you think where the Bitcoin price will be in the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, or even the next 20 years. As always, I appreciate you tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest crypto news. And don't forget to check out the description right below this video. Tap into some incredible resources to help you take your crypto game to that next level. I am out. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Crypto gang, crypto gang, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa. I don't really ever buy stocks, man. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. Chew them up like bubble gum. Just made a meal with my pocket change. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang.